I'm assuming the sound is good, but... Oh, I didn't put anything on this. Oh. Ugh. Okay. I can't see with these on. Hopefully I'm sure.
I feel like I'm not going to be able to think anything.
That's okay.
It was so much fun.
Right.
It's always like...
Right. It's only 4 questions of now. I think I'll think of more, but there's such a big rip in the couch.
When
Full
did
hole.
that happen?
Maybe shouldn't people sitting down.
I just
Alright.
realised that the tag is still on my hoodie.
The what?
The tag
Tag.
is on my hoodie.
Tags on my corset. Alright. So this respected person has decided to stay anonymous. Wait, pull the mask down a bit. You don't need to see. Yeah, there you go.
That hurts.
Why? Oh. Rosie's gonna come in.
That's probably going to be Anne.
Oh, it might be the bathroom, yeah. I'll just cut it when we do. Oh, maybe I should just wait. No, that was definitely Rosie. That was Rosie's door. I know what the doors sound like. So this respected person has decided to stay anonymous. I am Kirsty Laidlaw, doing research about climate change. And the first question I have for you is, do you recycle?
Yes.
Do you want to elaborate on how you recycle and your accessibility to it?
I put the cardboard in the recycling bin, and then I put the non-recycling things in the normal bin.
Okay.
And I also, what else do I do that's recycling? I shop in charity shops.
Oh, that's good. Do you feel better by recycling?
I think it's not something you feel better about, it's just something that you have to do. And if you don't do it, you're a bit of a dickhead if you don't recycle.
That's fair
basically.
enough. The second question is, are you vegetarian or vegan?
Yes.
You are.
A vegetarian.
Of how many years?
Since I was like 11.
Oh really? Oh, that's quite a long time.
Yeah.
Do you miss meat at all, or do you have any stance on it?
Yes.
Nice.
Miss it dearly.
Do you feel like you have a moral high ground being vegetarian or vegan?
No, I never like attack people for eating meat because the information is everywhere and people can just make their own decision about what they want to do.
Yeah.
But when you don't eat meat, you save the planet.
You're not wrong. Have you ever attended any protests around climate change, whether it's Extinction Rebellion or vegetarian or just anything to do with that?
Yeah, I went to the Extinction Rebellion once.
Uh-huh.
In the when was it? Beginning of the year or something.
The ones I went with you. The ones I think they were. Oh God, I don't remember.
Doesn't even
It was
matter.
around. It was around winter time. Yeah.
October
How did you
19th.
find?
Pardon?
October 19th.
Was it?
No,
No,
it was later.
It was. We were at CSM. It was this year.
Yeah, I think it was like January. No, it was definitely before.
It was when I first, it was near the beginning of the year.
Yeah, I remember. How did you feel attending the protest? Did you feel like you were going against tradition, or did you feel like you were kind of being quite normal in doing so?
I had some good conversations with some really stupid people who were like, "Brr, climate change isn't real."
And did you feel like good educating or disagreeing with them and having that conversation?
I just think that
Think that.
what was the question?
Yeah. It was, did you feel good like educating people or having that conversation about climate change and feeling like you maybe made a difference on someone's head?
I feel like I didn't make a single difference because they were just like playing devil's advocate more than anything.
Oh,
You know, like those types of people that just like just like incels in it.
Yeah, exactly. do you think you have an impact on the climate change right now, whether positive or good, positive or bad even?
Yes, everyone has an impact, but it's annoying that a lot of the campaigns and stuff focus on like what the consumer can do, when really like no matter how much we recycle, whatever we do, like we're just tiny little ants compared to like the big corporations like Amazon or like Primark or like I don't know, I can't think of any more, Tesco's.
Yeah. That were like they themselves would have a big impact if they made
most
difference.
of the I don't know any of the statistics because I can't remember them, but it is mostly made, most of the issues are made up by the big corporations.
Yeah.
Like even if every single person who is a consumer was to like do everything perfectly to like if everyone was vegan, if everyone recycled properly and stuff.
Yeah.
It would still not even make a dent compared to like
the impact of
like capitalism, bro.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Do you feel like a lot of people share that input, or do you think you are like people don't really understand that?
I don't know.
Do you think you're kind of in your own echo chamber, or do you think that there's a whole like other side of people that kind of like think that like it's not to do with corporations, it's mainly to do with people's impact on themselves?
Well, if you just like don't have to spend too much time on the internet to figure it out, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's not like uncommon knowledge.
And how do you think would be a suitable way to contact those people that like that don't like, do you know, like maybe elderly people or people that aren't on the internet as much, that don't really think about it that much? What do you think is a good way to communicate with them about climate change, just so that they understand their impact on everything? Do you think it's like through the news, or do you think it'd be better like through like posters or events? Do you think Extinction Rebellion like is a good example of being able to educate people that disagree, or do you think no?
I think no to Extinction Rebellion are a bit problematic.
Yeah.
I think they make a lot of bad press, which should make, like what you're saying about old people, like because the only press on like climate issues has been Extinction Rebellion recently, and it's not been shown in the best light.
Yeah. I think even people our age get frustrated because it's like, oh, they can't commute to school, they can't do what they want to do. When even if you are someone who is an activist for it, it doesn't target people that aren't good for it. It targets anyone and everyone.
Yeah, but I don't really have the answer for like what is the best way
to educate people.
Everyone in the whole world.
That's okay. And the final question is, how do you feel being in London compared to other places for climate change? It's a bit vague, but you can take it as you wish.
Well, Slough is probably just as bad as London because it's like a factory town.
Mm-hmm.
And they literally don't really do anything.
Yeah.
For any kind of like promotion of being clean.
Yeah.
Although there is like within the factories, this is such a tangent, but like because working for Mars Bar, it's like them as a corporation, they have to hit certain climate targets, otherwise they like fail, and they have a big review every year.
Yeah.
So they sell off all their waste water production and stuff to there's a huge power plant in Slough.
Mm-hmm.
For nuclear energy.
Yeah.
Which is still not as good as like wind or solar or whatever, but I don't know where I'm going with this one.
But no, but it makes sense because it's like it's in the same kind of realm as London, whereas like if you compare London to like more rural places like countryside, where like there is a difference in their impact.
The thing is it's the population that makes a huge difference, because everything's so packed, so millions and millions of people packed into like a small place. Of course it's going to be a hot spot compared to somewhere with less population.
Especially with everything being on like all the time, like in less populated places, it's obviously like there's less, like you have less necessity for everything all the time. But then again, like there's a comparison of having like cars and tractors and stuff, whereas like here there's public transport. So then it kind of works in that way. And then there's also cows and that on the farm.
Cows.
Yeah. Cool. Thank you very much for your opinions and your voice.
That's alright. You're welcome.
Cool. Hoping I didn't run out of space. Yeah, it's all good.